the chairman of Nestle, Mr. Abdon Campbell, the managing director of Nestle. Please give a round of applause for the drummers from Pittsburgh. Mrs. Kedisha Campbell from the CDF unit. Our Minister of Energy, the Honorable Fable Williams, for her informative presentation. And of course, you, the faithful, long-suffering, but proud and progressive people of St. Paul's Lake. I've been your member of parliament now for 22 years. When I came here, I had no gray hairs. And if I had my life to live over again, I would still come to West Central Center. You have seen me grow, and I have seen you grow. We have gone through trials and tribulations together, and we have had our family feuds. But like a true family, we have always stayed together. Always stayed together. The challenges that this constituency faces are numerous, and they are not easily overcome. But little by little, we are making progress, and we are seeing improvements in the quality of life. All the children who have access to better basic school, infant school education, as they move through the generations, they are going to have a far better chance at life. So when we look at the Jamaica China Goodwill Infant School, state-of-the-art, first world infant school, your children will benefit. When you look at what is happening now with the police station, that was promised for how many decades? Now we are finally building a police station that we can all be proud of. And it is moving very quickly, and hopefully very soon we will open up that police station. The premises that the old police station occupied, that premises will now become available for use in community service otherwise. We have a plan, I just reviewed it today, to build a sports gym, a boxing gym, and that is coming. We'll be breaking ground for that in December. You know my policy for the last 10 years. I am taking down every zinc fence in every lane. And you can see that as I drove into the community, I can see that people are taking pride in their community. So Avenue is looking very good. It didn't look like that 20 years ago. Maybe about 1 or 2 zinc fences are there, and I'm going to take them down. When you drive on Olympic Way, maybe about 5 or 4 zinc fences. Only one is left. I wonder why that one remains. You have to take it down. And we're going to go through the community and take down the zinc fences. But you have a bigger problem, and that is informal settlements. So when I started out as your member of parliament, St. Paul's Lane was not as densely occupied as it is today. And as the years have gone by, persons who live in St. Paul's Lane have invested in St. Paul's Lane. They have put up permanent structures, but it is not in the most convenient way. It is not planned, it is hard to secure, and there are no facilities or amenities. And so, as it should not be, but it is how it is, we have had to be following the development. So people come, they build their houses where they find the space, and then we have to retrofit. We have to figure out how to get water to you, how to get street lighting to you. Some of you have built homes there where the wiring is not up to standard to take the JPS electricity. And we have made provisions to assist those households to rewire, to bring your electrical wiring up to standard so that you can genuinely take the JPS electricity supply. Where we can, we have made provisions to improve the access. Some of you will remember that massive hump to get onto the road, and when it rained, how it used to wash out your house with all the water running off the road coming down. So we have made some provisions over the years to try and make the living conditions here a little bit more comfortable. But that cannot be the final solution for you. These homes have to be properly regularized. And whenever we talk about regularizing residents, the people who have the homes get nervous, because regularization means that you have to move or be relocated, or the investment that you have made in block and steel, that you're going to lose it. I think that there is a better way. Many of you are probably comfortable in how you're living there now, but you will not be able to enjoy what you have fully, because you don't have proper sewage, and you can only make do for so long. You don't have proper pipes laid so that you can have regular and consistent water supply. And though we have put in the poles now, and we are here in this ceremony to celebrate that you have street lighting in your community, it's still not enough. Your parts of the community will still be dark. Some of you are in danger because you are very close on the gully bank. And whilst we do regular gully cleanings in the year, that is still not a guarantee that if you have a significant weather event, that your homes in which you have invested, that those homes will not be affected. So whilst you may feel that you are okay where you are and you're comfortable, in the long run, it is not the best solution. It is a daunting task to consider how to move 80 households and what will happen during the time that you move. But it is not beyond us. Man has gone to the moon over 50 years, so this is not any challenge for the minds that exist this hour. So where are we now? We're giving you some street lights. But today I had occasion to look at the map of this area and to look at the available lands. And we will find a solution in developing new houses in an incremental way. So what we will do is, some people we will relocate maybe 10 or 20 at a time, but we're going to use this same location. We're going to build housing solutions equivalent or better to what you have. And we will find a way to make sure that you can afford those housing solutions by respecting and acknowledging the equity, that means the value that you have already put down in block and steel in your community. So if you have a house there, we value it, and we say, all right, this is the value of the house. This is the value of the house we build. And so this is the net that you will have to pay for. And we will make sure that it is easy for you to pay for it. Because ultimately, what we want every Jamaican to legitimately own their own home. We want every Jamaican to feel that they are not just living in Jamaica, but they are owners of Jamaica and they can show their titles for it. I want to use St. Paul's Lane, therefore, as the first test case to see how we can do these regularizations. And I will be working with the community. We will be doing, and in fact, I believe we have done the social surveys already. So we have a fairly good idea of the households and the number of people and what it will take. And it is not just St. Paul's Lane. We have other areas as well. Bedrock immediately comes to mind. Lime Tree Lane immediately comes to mind. That we will have to relocate the people. We don't want to take you out of the area, but we will find ways to do it so that you can remain in the area, close proximity to where you have your business or where you work or where your children go to school, but that the quality of your household, the quality of your infrastructure is better. Let me close by making a final comment. The St. Paul's Lane lands, parts of it were owned by the church, the Anglican Church to be specific. And the church has been a great partner. And in many of these communities where we find informal settlements, many of those lands are owned by churches or absentee owners. We have to reach out to those people. It is not about the expropriation of land from genuine owners. But the situation of the land is such that we will have to work out a way how the original owners either contribute the land, which many have done, or we find some ways of compensating or acquiring the land. And the law gives us that ability through the Housing Act for the government to acquire the land for the improvement of housing for the local people. And that is what we will be doing as a government. The final thing I want to say, many communities like St. Paul's Lane are stifled by crime, stifled by criminals. Many of them live in your community, prey on your community, prey on the young girls in the community. Some of you can't talk. But you know me, I don't afraid of nobody. So, I can talk the things when you can't talk. And I know the suffering that many mothers go through with their daughters and the criminal elements that prey upon them, who pretend that they are your protectors, that they are Robin Hood. They are not Robin Hood, they are robbing your neighborhood. You know, we're not going to get them out overnight, but we are putting in place the security measures because the government has to distinguish itself from criminals. So the way in which we police, the way in which we secure your peace, the way in which we guarantee public order can't be compared to how criminals operate. So our law enforcement and security forces are not here to abuse you and deprive you of your rights. They are here to show that by following the law and by guaranteeing you your rights, we can improve the security of citizens. And how will that happen? When citizens understand, believe, and develop the confidence in the security forces. That the security forces are your real protectors. That is when the citizens will start to make the conscious decision that they won't be afraid of the criminals, that they will share information with the police and give up the criminals who are pretending as if they are protecting your community. There are many youngsters who have fallen into the category of criminals. They don't see themselves that way. They don't understand that they are doing illegal activities. Some of them are just victims of circumstances. And we acknowledge that, we understand that. And we, in our social intervention policies, we try to give them alternatives so that we can divert them away from a life of crime. Give them opportunities for employment. Give them opportunities for training. Give them opportunities for social involvement. But there are those among us who are the masterminds of crime. They eat, sleep, think, and dream criminal activity. And they are the ones who cause your life to be miserable. Because no matter the condition of your house, and even if it leaks when it rains, you still know that you're going to get up in the morning and be alive. But when the criminals strike, when they attack your community, that is a threat to your life. And that makes your life miserable. When you have to go to bed with shots being fired, and you have to hide underneath your bed, and you can't go to church, and you have to lock up your daughter at night time. I know. Because you call me and tell me privately and quietly, and you complain to me, but you dare not talk too loud. Today I'm saying to you, I know. And everything that you see me doing in Parliament as Prime Minister, taking up the national security in hand, is because I've heard the tears and cries of the mothers and fathers who are trying to protect their children from the criminal minds in the communities. So we have a state of public emergency in place. It does bring some inconvenience, but it is saving lives. It is reducing the space and degrees of freedom of the criminals without the state taking anybody's life. It will take some time for it to have an effect. From the government's point, we have been working with the security forces, giving them the policy guidelines. We understand all the challenges, but we are changing the way in which our security force operates. But as I have this platform, and I have you, the good people of St. Paul's Lane, who are a microcosm, a representation of communities right across Jamaica facing the similar crisis. You also, as citizens, have to make a change in the way in which you operate. We are in a new paradigm. We are in a new dispensation. We are in a new time. Gone and dead are the days where the view is you cannot share information with law enforcement. I urge you today, most of you sitting here have some idea, know something. You want to start to see a change in your community? Tell what you know. Tell what you know. Don't just tell me. Yes, tell me. In fact, tell me more. Tell me more. But to truly change your community, you need to start to talk and tell what you know. So, my family, people who I have served for decades, I can say that, the amount of godchildren I have. Look here. Godchildren. The amount of godchildren that I have here. And some of them, they're taller than me now. But it is always a pleasure to come and open up, hand over these kinds of achievements which are beneficial to the community. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, the good people of West Central, St. Andrew, and the community of St. Paul's Lake, God bless you.